my loves, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading, and this one is all about some big changes, some big events that are coming up in your future, my love. So I'm super excited about this topic. I love doing this topic, and we're asking Spirit to come through to give you guys the highest guidance for your highest good at this time. So if you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown of how they work. So over here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you guys can take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card. And then you guys can skip ahead and watch your personal reading all about some big life-changing events that are coming up in your near future, my love. I'm super stoked about this. If you guys like to choose with crystals on the cards, we'll be popping some crystals on there in just a second, but I also want to quickly add a little disclaimer for you guys, just so you know you are not bound by this. This is not your destiny or your fate. You have free will, my love, and you can change anything at any time. Tarot is just a beautiful tool upon looking into what you're currently attracting and where you're currently headed. So with that being said, you have free will. You can change anything at any time, my love. Don't feel like you are bound by anything that you hear in today's reading. But if you guys like to choose with crystals on these cards, let's add some crystals on here. All right, my loves, if you guys like to choose with crystals, here are our crystal options. So over here we have some pyrite, then we have some malachite. Over here we have moon quartz or girasol. Then over here we have some strawberry quartz, and then we have some fluorite. So take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then again, once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card. Then you guys can skip ahead and watch your personal reading for some big changes that are coming into your life next. So with that being said, let's hop right into today's video. All right, so group number 1, let's hop right into your guys' reading. All right, group number 1, here's what we have for you guys starting off. So we have this new beginnings card. We have dream sweet, sleep deep, and we have love right here. Very interesting thing numerologically that you guys have is like these consecutive numbers. Numerologically, this is an 8, 9, and then 1, which is like the new beginning where it kind of resets because a 10 is a 1, so it's like 8, 9, 10. So there's this consecutive stuff where you guys are closing out an old cycle and starting a new cycle. And some of you guys, with this new beginnings, this dream card, and with this love card, some of you guys might be trying to manifest love right now, or some of you guys might be trying to manifest living a life with more passion, something where you can live more passionately in your life, because love can also be translated as something that we're passionate about, right? Something where we're in love with life. Or maybe you guys are actually deliberately manifesting love itself in the form of a partnership. Right? Okay, so I think that you guys are trying to add in more love into your life. You guys are trying to fall in love with your life or with someone. Okay, so with this new beginnings, I want you guys to know that some big changes coming next is that whatever you are manifesting right now, whether that be an actual partnership with love and romance, or, you know, falling in love with your life, making a life that you love, that is going to take place very shortly. And I think September, whenever you guys are watching this, the next September that's coming around, I think is going to be a really significant month for you guys, since September is the 9th month, and this is just really sticking out to me right here. And this dream card, it's kind of like whatever you guys are manifesting, I think the number 9 is going to be very significant around that, okay? Or sometime around the new year as well. Okay. It also could be August. I'm getting August, September, or January are going to be really big months for you guys regarding this. So those could be really significant times for manifesting what it is that you want. Okay. But I definitely see this sort of new beginning. I feel like at the moment when you guys are watching this, you guys are kind of in this cocoon stage where you're like, oh, I'm so ready for this change. I'm so ready to manifest this new thing into my life. And I think that you guys are thinking about it a lot. It's been on your mind a lot. And I do want you guys to know that that is manifesting, because that butterfly coming up with this new beginnings, that tells me that yes, you guys are going to be manifesting it. It is coming. Like, luck is on your side. Number 8s also deal a lot with luck. So this is about being in the right place at the right time. So the universe also wants you to know that this is happening in divine timing. It's not going to happen sooner. It's not going to happen later. It's going to happen in the perfect amount of time, but it is coming for you guys. That is a very big change that is going to occur in your life. And I think that you're going to love it more than you even realize. Okay. It's coming, and it's going to be really good. All right. So with that being said, with those tarot cards or those oracle cards, let's get in some tarot cards for you guys. Let's see what we got with our tarot. So the first one that we have is the 8 of Earth, which is the 8 of Pentacles. So this is something that you guys are working on. Again, I see you guys manifesting something. You guys are really focused on something that you want to create. And it is coming. We also have the number 8 coming up again, which is very interesting. So again, being at the right place in the right time, and also putting in the work, because there might be a reason why you do not have it right now, because it requires some sort of action or some sort of work on your part. Okay, so perfecting something. For example, if you're wanting to manifest love or romance, maybe we need to work on ourselves a little bit and get ourselves in the right headspace, reflect on our past and things that we want to change about ourselves so that we can have a successful partnership in the future. Because anytime something does not work out in the past, it's a two-way road. There's a two-way street, okay? So what can you learn from this as well, so that during this next partnership that you're manifesting, it's going to be great? Or if you're not manifesting a partnership and this deals with career or something else that you want to love about your life, what sort of action or effort can you put towards it right now to help push you forward and to help make you that much better at your craft or whatever it may be? What kind of work can you do right now? Okay? So big changes in your life. This is about hunkering down and starting to really get into alignment so that you can manifest what it is that you want. But some big changes that are coming, this is coming, guys. It is happening. This is about us putting in the work, but it is coming for you guys, okay? Whatever you guys are trying to manifest, whatever it is that you're passionate about, that you're really excited about, that makes your heart full of love, it is coming, okay? And I think it's going to be more beneficial than you know. And it's going to be better than what you think, okay? I also have the Hierophant coming up. So this deals with a lot of learning. So again, we're reflecting on some old stuff. So I do think that as you begin to manifest this new thing, there's going to be some higher level of learning that comes along with it. So if it is a career, I think that you guys are going to be learning new things as this starts to come into your life. As you start to manifest this more and more, and the closer it comes to coming into your life, you are going to be realizing that there's more to learn here, essentially. You're going to realize that lessons come up, and it might feel like obstacles, but it's lessons because it's taking you on a higher learning path, okay? So this manifestation is coming, but it's also coming with some higher learning. Okay, and then we also have Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands, baby, okay? So yes, lots of passion is coming into your life. Whew. If you guys have been trying to manifest passion, guess what, baby? You got it. It's coming. That's exactly what's coming into your life, is a whole bunch of passion. Something that gets the fire in your heart going. You know, this is like the spark in your heart, or like the butterflies in your stomach sort of feeling, is what's coming into your life, okay? And I do believe that, again, the most significant times for this are going to be August, September, and January. Okay? It's interesting that numerologically you guys have like an 8 and an 8, a 1 and a 1. Very interesting stuff. And also another one right here, the Magician, but the Magician is reversed. So this talks about, maybe you guys have been manifesting this for a while, and this is a card that talks about don't doubt your manifestation. This is basically saying you are so close to manifesting what it is that you want, so dang close. Don't lose hope though, because if you stop and then you stop pursuing it, then of course you're gonna lose it, right? Like, don't stop now. You're very close. So that's for the Magician being reversed. And this is also a card about don't try to manipulate it and force it to come sooner. Don't if you're hearing that this is going to take some time yet to manifest, which I do believe it's going to take a bit more time, but I do think that you're on the right path and it is coming into your life as long as you stick to your vision. But yeah, this also talks about don't try to manipulate this to come in sooner, because this is happening in divine timing, baby. And if you try to manifest it to come sooner, it's not going to be as good or valuable as it would have been. And it probably won't work out before you've learned what you need to learn. It's kind of like jumping in too soon into a car before you know how to drive it. I mean, it's not going to turn out as good as it would have if you learned how to drive it first, right? So I think that right now the universe is kind of guiding you in a direction to learn what you need to learn before this comes in. So just keep it open, okay? Keep it open. I also see a new learning opportunity, like an actual physical learning opportunity. So this could be some sort of class that you guys are taking, some sort of new job that you guys are attaining, Okay, because the Eight of Earth next to the Hierophant, we are doing some sort of higher learning. This could also be that you guys just get really interested in books or really interested in binging some like stuff on, like I know, for example, yesterday I spent most of my day just looking up astronomy videos on YouTube. So, and you know, that's learning in itself, right? But this is some sort of deeper learning that you guys are doing, some intuitive stuff. This could be self-taught. So you could be teaching yourself how to do something right now. Okay? Because this is very like intuitive learning. But it's something that you're really passionate about. But this is about not losing the vision of it and not losing hope of it, okay? The next two cards that we have the Two of Air and we have the Messenger of Air. So that's the Page of Swords and then the Two of Swords. I'm getting a really interesting message for you guys that if you guys have been kind of like closed off or maybe even getting like slightly frustrated with how long it's been taking to manifest this certain thing, or if there's been other just like blocks that you guys have had around this particular thing, I think that that is going to be going away, especially if it deals with, you know, communication, or if it deals with moving forward in a less pessimistic way, like trying to find the optimism in it, right? I think that that is coming for you guys, and you guys will find more optimism about that. You guys are going to finally get into alignment with the passion of attracting this rather than the, I don't have it yet, and like, why don't I have it yet? And like, instead of focusing so much on your current situation and the lack of it, I think that there's going to be this huge shift for you guys soon where you guys just get inspired. Like these two, like Hierophant and Magician right here, both look like alchemists to me. They look like wizards. They remind me of magic, essentially. And so I almost see you guys getting into the alignment of the magic of manifesting this. And I think that that's actually the key. So it's really interesting. The big change that's coming for you guys is letting go of being pessimistic about what it is that you guys are attracting and starting to find the optimism and the passion behind it. And then as you guys begin to focus on the optimism and the passion, you guys start to get really passionate about your life. This thing is going to come in faster than you could even blink, essentially. Because that's how we attract stuff, right? Is by focusing on the goodness of it rather than the lack of it. If we're focused on the lack of it and we're feeling like, why isn't it here yet? We are literally affirming to us that we do not have it. And so changing this mindset, I think that this huge mindset shift is going to be coming in for you guys. And also this like sleep card is also really sticking out to me right now. There could be dreams of you that you have, and your dreams are going to be really important in deciphering what your current situation is and also how close you are to attracting this thing. If you're dreaming about it a lot, for example, also writing down your dreams and finding out the slight messages, because it's all kind of like subconscious sort of like symbolic messages that we kind of need to decode a little bit, and we can learn so much from them. So I think that there's a little bit of that involved in whatever this is, but I do see you guys just kind of starting this whole new like venture where your life is like more in alignment to your dream life than ever before, and it's kind of like awakening your inner magic, awakening your inner passion, your love for life. This could literally deal with attracting love into your life. For some of you, it could just be attracting your dream life per se, okay? So with that being said, let's get some more cards on here, but I really think you guys are getting into way more alignment with your dream life than you've ever been before. So let's see. Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. So yeah, I think dreams are gonna be really important. I'm getting it from this card as well. Listen to your dreams, baby. They're very important. There's some hidden spiritual knowledge in there, okay? So focus on that. This could also be about learning something new. So a lot of you guys, I think that you're teaching yourself something new right now. Or you're going to in the very near future, at least. Then we also have the curiosity stranger. So yes, I think that you guys are entering a moment of your life where you become very curious about life, and it starts to get really intriguing for you guys. And I think that you guys are gonna start to want to figure new things out. And again, I think you're like teaching yourself something. This could be like binge watching YouTube videos about a certain topic and kind of learning how to do it yourself and stuff like that. But I really think you're tapping into some like old wisdom. This could be wisdom that you've known in a past life as well. So I think it's going to come a lot easier to you than other things have. But I really see you guys learning something new, teaching yourself something new, kind of diving deep into a new thing. And I think that this is gonna help you attract your dream life, baby. This is gonna be what helps you attract it, is this kind of new thing that you're going down, okay? It's in alignment with that. Okay, so the next card, whoo, we got 2 more cards. So we have many masks, the authentic self, and we also have the wall, obstacles. Ooh, baby, okay. We're gonna start with this one. So the wall, obstacles. I think that currently or in your recent past, you were very focused on what was standing in your way. And you still might be a little bit focused on that. This is about focusing on the lack, you know, rather than focusing on what you do want and the good feeling of that. Okay, so we still have to get past certain walls, but I think that in the very near future, you are absolutely climbing over those hurdles. And I want to say August, September, and the new year, like January, are very significant times for that, for hopping over that. And I think that it's almost like you're curious that you're going to climb different, because the fact that we have this curiosity card as well, and ancestral wisdom, it's almost like you guys are having like a total awakening where you guys kind of see that certain things are an illusion that you used to be attached to. And I think that you're going to get so curious and dive into something that's not so mainstream, essentially. And I think that you guys are going to kind of like peek over the wall. And I'm putting that in quotations. I think that you guys are going to kind of like peek over the wall and be like, oh, there's so much more here. There's so much more to be discovered. And I think that you guys are just going to be very curious. It's almost like a cat that's never been outside and they start like peeking over the fence and they're like, oh, wow, there's a whole world out there. Damn. You know, like I feel like you guys are almost realizing that, and you're realizing that maybe your dreams that you used to have are so easily attainable, because as you begin to attain them, you're going to see so much further and be like, ooh, there's so much more here. And then many masks, the authentic self. This one's also super interesting. So I think that you guys are realizing who you really are in this process. You're realizing more about what you want than you've ever seen before, my love. And I think that you're finally getting a peek into that. And I think that it's almost like you guys are shifting. I think that there's going to be a big shift for you guys. And yeah, it's like a whole new beginning. There's like a whole new shift where I think that you guys are going to want a whole restart. I think that you're going to look at your old self and be like, whoa, I used to be like that. I've changed so much. And it's because of this huge higher learning that you guys are going through. And it's going to help you guys literally attract and get closer to your dream life than you've ever really seen or been before. Very interesting stuff. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our Astro Dice. Let's get any last information on this reading for you guys. Let's see. Okay, so we have the sun in Sagittarius in the 2nd house. So there's a whole new direction that you guys are taking, especially materially. I think that you guys are going to, maybe even you guys were attached to certain material things before, and I think that you guys are almost having like this spiritual awakening where you're like, why does that matter again? Like there's this whole like new direction that I think you guys are going in. This could also be like a new direction with your with yourself, with your soul, because the sun is like your soul, and it's like you guys are aiming in a whole new direction, especially materially or career-wise with the 2nd house. It's going to absolutely be like a whole new direction with how you look at money, how you spend money, what you want your future to look like, what you want your life to look like. Some of you guys might have a huge desire to travel more and see beyond the physical realm, because like sun and Sag in the 2nd, this is like getting a bit deeper than where you've been before. And we're literally seeing over top of the wall. You guys are taking off some sort of mask. You're realizing that some things that you used to be attached to are such an illusion. It's kind of like, why did I need that in my life so bad? You know, it's almost like this whole kind of like spiritual awakening that's coming to you guys right now. So that's like super interesting reading, you guys. This went in a direction that I was not expecting, but yeah, wow, okay. We also have 2 master number 11s right here. So like, baby, hello. Who's like going through a huge consciousness awakening? You are, my love. Whoo! Enjoy. Those are actually, sometimes they're like hard to go through in the moment, but they're so worth it in the end. Like, so worth it, baby. It's like going to the gym. Fucking sucks at the time, but then afterwards you're like, hell yeah, hell yeah. And the results are way worth it. So, yes, my love, that is what I'm seeing for you guys at pile number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 2, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, so group number 2, here's what we have for you guys. We have health, best possible decision, and authenticity as our first cards coming up right here. So let's talk about what is happening over here. So this health card's really sticking out to me at first, and this one we can go into the obvious and we can state the obvious over here. Like this card coming up, big changes coming up for you guys is like a huge focus on your health, feeling really good about yourself. This could talk about mental health. This could talk about physical health. This could talk about spiritual health. There's so many different things that we could talk about in this. But I think that one thing that you guys are going to be focusing on in your future is probably a lot to do with diet, or what you consume mentally or physically, or the type of other health. So it could be in the form of exercise, or this could be in the form of like getting really deep into like meditation, or going deeper into some sort of area. This could even be yoga for some of you guys, because I'm just seeing like this woman and just how she is. It's almost like spending more time in nature, wanting to be in more of this soul alignment is what I'm seeing for you guys. And I'm almost seeing that this is going to be one of the best things. I'm getting a total message right now. Hold on, guys. I am totally hearing that you guys are getting out of a negative situation and you're leaving that behind. You are leaving behind a negative situation, and this is going to have such an impact on your health. There's some sort of negative situation that I think that you guys are maybe currently in or thinking about leaving, or maybe you're still needing to cut certain ties from it. Maybe you guys are in the process of leaving it, but still need to cut certain ties with it. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, this is a total, I'm getting such a vision right now. Yeah, there's a situation that you are leaving in like the next few months. You're going to be like way more done with it than you are right now. And it's going to be literally the best thing that you've ever done for yourself. I think that you're going to look back on it and ask yourself almost why you didn't do it sooner. Like, yeah, there's such a situation. I think you guys know exactly what it is in your life. I feel like when I said that, you guys were like, oh my God, I know exactly what that is. Yeah, there's like a negative thing that you guys are totally leaving behind. And literally the next card is best possible decision. And then authenticity. I think this is about really speaking your mind about this. You know, and it doesn't mean that you need to share it with the world, but it's also about being authentic and real with yourself about the situation. Because it's almost like you guys are like, oh no, like I can fix it, or like, like it's not that bad, I can get through it. Like I'm a tough person, I can do it. This is time to get really raw and real. You know, like, you know, this is a really interesting. I'm getting like weird examples in my head to describe this. It's almost like, this is such an interesting example, but we're just going to go with it. It's like when you have a pan and you're using like a really sharp like fork to stir up your stuff. You know, it's like really bad for the pan because you can end up scraping the pan, and it's just like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not really noticeable if you just do it a couple times. But you know, if you keep doing it, it's going to be pretty bad for the pan and also bad for your health, because you're like literally getting those minerals into your food that are on the pan that are not really good for you, all the chemicals and stuff that they spray those pans with. So it's like, sure, you guys are tough and you can handle it, and I'm sure the pan is still workable if you want it to work for the next like 10 years probably, but is it healthy? No. Sure, you could handle it. It's not going to kill you, but like, is it healthy? No. No, it is not. It's really bad. It's no bueno. So this is about being authentic and kind of like looking in the past, because as you can see, she's looking this way. And she's like, oh, wait, yeah. Sure, I could handle it. Sure, I could put up with it, but was it good? No. Then why are you doing it? Why are you like, you know, and it's not to make you guys feel bad or anything like that. Of course, don't feel bad about it, because we all go through situations like this. But this is going to be one of the best things that you could have ever done for yourself. So with that being said, let's get into some of our tarot cards. Let's see what we get going on over here, but we're also going to hold up before I get ahead of myself. Let's talk about this numerology for a second. We have a 3 right here. This is about celebration. You guys are going to be celebrating leaving this, for one. You guys are going to gain so much more confidence than you ever had in your life. It's going to be so liberating. The number 9 right here is closing out an old chapter. And then the number 1 is a new beginning. So you're literally closing out an old cycle. You are celebrating it in the near future, and you're going to feel so good about it. And it's going to cause you to almost take a whole new reset on your life, okay? So with that being said, let's get into the tarot cards that we have. So first one right here is the Five of Earth, the Five of Pentacles. This card fits in so well, you guys. Oh my God. This card is literally about leaving something behind. And yes, it talks about the bittersweet, or not necessarily bittersweet, but it talks about the sort of bitter part of you know, you feel a little bit alone for a while, you're out on your own, and sometimes it can, like, we feel like, oh, like it's a struggle. We're really noticing the struggle, okay? So the Five of Pentacles talks about, sure, you're gonna notice the struggle at first when you're leaving this behind. Yes, that's inevitable, it's gonna be there, but guess what? Best possible decision. This is going to be the best thing for you, okay? And it is happening, all right? So then we also have the Page of Earth, but it is reversed. So this talks about, you know, we're about to start this new beginning, but there's things that we don't have figured out, and there could be certain fears holding us back, certain delays because we don't have it all figured out. But this also talks about the fact that we don't need to have it all figured out, right? But there is certain things that I think that are going to, that you guys are still going through, that you're waiting to figure out. We also have the King of Earth, the King of Pentacles. You guys have so many Pentacle cards. So this is something, when a lot of Pentacles come up, this is something that feels really permanent, and we feel really physically dependent or attached to it. So this is about needing to let it go. We are somehow very attached to this thing that's not good for us, that we know we need to let it go. And it's going to be the best possible decision once we do. But when these cards come up reversed right here, these court cards, this talks about certain delays that we have, or it talks about the physical dependence that we have on it, okay? Then we also have the Four of Fire. Whoo, the Four of Wands. So this talks about getting into a new home too. So for some of you guys, this could talk about moving. For some of you guys, you might be getting out of a bad situation and you're gonna have to move and start a new thing. Okay, we're gonna focus on our mental health, especially around our homes, or if you guys are already living on your own, things like that, and you don't need to move for that at all. And then maybe this is just letting go of something that's no bueno. As you guys let go of this thing that's no bueno, it's like this, your foundation is gonna feel so much more secure than it's ever felt before. So the big changes coming your way, whew, baby, your foundation is gonna start to feel so good. Where you live is going to start to feel so good. We also have Hermit. I think that you guys are going to desire to spend a lot of time alone, and that's okay. Okay, so big changes coming up for you guys. More time being spent alone, but I think that this is going to be one of your biggest activation points of your whole life. It's going to almost feel like, I'm kind of getting this message, it's almost feeling like you guys have hit rock bottom, but it's for your own good, because it's going to cause you to make the shifts that you really, really need to make. And it's going to inspire you to be more on your own, or you're going to find yourself on your own more, but it's okay, because baby, this is going to be what helps you rediscover yourself and actually make a new you. Because that authenticity card that we had right here, this is finding the real you. This is helping you find the real you. I think that you guys haven't been the real you for quite some time now, because you've been almost needing to put up a front or put up a mask to people please someone, or to, you know, be in a negative situation. This could deal with like a workplace negative situation. This could deal with a partnership, romantic negative situation, a friendship, a family member, whatever the case may be. Some of you guys are in kind of a negative situation right now, and this is about needing to get out of it. And this is about spending more time on your own. Okay, so what's coming up for you guys is spending more time on your own, but this is going to inspire you. And as you spend more time alone, you have more time to reflect internally on who am I and what do I enjoy and how do I want my life to be. And that's when you're going to discover your real, true, authentic self. And in that discovery, that is going to be the key to unlocking your divine destiny and pathway. Okay? You're closing out an old chapter. Number 9 right here, baby. You are closing out an old chapter. And yes, you are going to be spending more time alone, but this is going to give you more wisdom. Also the key, right, to the door. This is going to give you more wisdom than you've ever experienced before. You're going to learn more within these next few months than I think you've learned in your whole life. And it's almost like you're opening up the secrets of the universe. It's almost like you're opening up, like, here, baby, that was like the initiation process for you to awaken your divine self. Okay, my love. Woo! Big messages, intense messages, baby. And then we also have the moon card coming up. So yes, it's going to feel very unknown. We also have another number 9 coming up. So this is about closing out an old chapter once again. We have so much 9 energy. Look at that 1818, which is a 9. We have the 9 right here. Like, So the moon talks about that we are taking a step in a new direction. We're taking a step into the unknown. We don't know what it looks like from here, but guess what? We're going to do it anyway. And this is almost like a spiritual awakening as well. So when I look at this card, it's like you guys are having a huge spiritual awakening because of all this. Okay? And I see this as a very positive one because it's like, I think you're awakening who you really are, and you would have never found this otherwise. So it's going to be really positive for you guys. Really, really positive. So let's shuffle these cards. Let's get some more going on over here for you guys. So pile number 2. Also, it's interesting you guys chose malachite, the crystal malachite, because malachite deals with the divine feminine and nurturing energy. So this is about nurturing yourself, my love. Let's stop nurturing other people. Let's start to nurture you. Focus on your own internal and physical health, okay? Sure, you could handle it. I believe that you're a very strong person who could handle anything, but does that mean you should be handling it, right? Like, just because I could go and spill coffee all over my couch a million times, and I could probably clean it out for the most part. I mean, it will be stained, but my couch, it could take it if it wanted to. But am I gonna go do that just because it can do that? No. No, my love. Heart, home, compassion. Oh, baby, that fits in so well with our 4 of Wands right here. So yes, your foundation is going to be so much better, especially we're getting a lot of messages that this is around your home life. So maybe you guys live with someone that's not too bueno, or maybe you live in a bad area that you really need to get out of. Or this just deals with, you know, your own, again, it might not deal with home life for all of you watching this. Again, it is a general reading. So, but yeah, this is talking about somehow your foundation is going to become so much more loving once you are on your own. And I think being on your own is coming up very close in your near future. That's going to be one of the biggest changes that's coming your way. Also, again, we have a number 9 once again, baby. Number 9, huge change. You're closing out an old chapter. So if you've needed a sign to tell you that you need to close out an old chapter, here is it. We also have unmarked trail. Yes, you guys are stepping into the unknown. That's just like the moon card that was coming up. So it's a revelation. I think that you guys are realizing so much over the next few months, and you're kind of getting your answers about like, yes, it is time to make that big change. Unmarked trail. It's like, yep, you're going down a new road, baby. You're stepping into the unknown, and sure, it can be a little bit of a scary place at first, but I think it is so important for you. I'm really feeling these 2 cards. Lost in space. You might feel a little bit lost for a little while, baby, but it's fine. We also have another number 9. We have all the 9s today. Needing direction. So if you need direction, let me be that direction, baby. Okay, so this is telling you that this is what's going to be happening, and I think that you guys feel it on a soul level. So if you do, then allow that to be your guidance. And it is stepping into the unknown. You're not going to know the whole entire picture as you step into this. It might be a little bit like, whoo, at first, because we don't know exactly what is coming. We don't know exactly what our life is going to look like as we close out this old chapter. We're not sure what the new chapter holds yet. But guess what? It's a blank page. It is a blank canvas, and you can paint whatever you want on a blank canvas, my love. Okay? And we also have whale song resonating. All right. I think that this is causing you to swim in a whole new direction. Okay? I think that you guys are literally, you have more capabilities than you realize. If you think about a whale, they have way more capabilities than they realize. I think that this is you. You are way more capable than you realize. And this is also, if you guys want to know, if you need direction, this is the card that came out right after the card of needing direction, and it says resonating. Go in the direction that resonates with you. Think about lots of different things. If there's something that inspires you or calls you in that direction, follow it. That is all you need to know that you're heading in the right direction and to manifest what you desire. If you need direction, follow what resonates. Listen to what resonates, baby. That will be your internal, that's literally everyone's internal personal GPS system. Okay? You're built in with a GPS, baby. You are the new model. You are built in with it. Everyone's built in with it, okay? Whenever you need direction, follow what feels good and what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, and if it doesn't feel good, and if it doesn't feel good, that means it doesn't resonate. But if it feels good, and if it feels like, yeah, that spoke to me, that feels right, follow that. Follow that, my love, okay? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and take our Astro Dice. Let's roll them to get any last info on this reading for you guys. Okay, so we have the South Node in Leo in the 9th house. South Node talks about the past. Leo talks about illuminating that, learning from that, the philosophies of that, the 9th house. So, what can we be more authentic with? Leo's all about being authentic as well, and like being really expressive. So how can you be more real about yourself and with your past? Start to see it in an authentic light and start to also learn from that, because I think that that's going to be where you gain most of your knowledge, because a lot of us, when we go through something negative or bad, it can be what actually propels us and inspires us in a very particular direction in our life. Because normally, like, you know, without anything really major happening in your life, you'll be someone who's pretty open to everything, and it can be really hard. You can be pretty lost in space because you're like, oh, I don't know what I should do with my life because I feel like, you know, there's so many options. The more that you go through, the more you end up defining yourself, the more that will push you towards finding who you are, right? So this is about reflecting on the past and allowing that to be your brightness, allowing that to be your light. Sure, you went through maybe a lot in your past, maybe you're going through a lot right now, but that can end up being your guiding light, like the Hermit. It could be the key. Like, look at how this just illuminates the middle of the card in the Hermit. Like, you guys can let this be your like beacon of light, and you can be a beacon of light because of this, you know? All right? So, hopefully you understand what I mean by that. Hopefully this reading resonated for you guys. I'm sending you guys all my love, pile number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 3, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading all about some big new things coming into your life, some big changes, so I'll hop right into it. All right, so group number 3, I'm getting some messages right off the bat. I feel like you guys are being guided in a direction right now. I think that now is the time to essentially start to utilize your gifts. Like, that's what I'm hearing right now. Like, we have this magical powers. We have harvest, safe travel, and trust. So magical powers next to harvest right here. This talks about it is time to cultivate your unique talents. This is now time to start putting in the work and the effort towards what you're being called towards, because I think that you guys who chose this pile, you have some very unique talents that I think that you can offer the world. And I think that maybe you guys have been thinking about going in a direction with that. But this is also about following and listening to how that direction unfolds, because I think it's going to unfold a little bit different than how you think with safe travel right here. I think that as you hoist the sails, you might realize that the wind is carrying you in a slightly different direction. And I think it's time to just listen to that, okay? Because if there's something that you've kind of been like hitting your head against a wall about, because maybe you guys had this particular vision, like, ooh, I need to use my gifts in this sort of way and in this direction if I don't get signed by this particular company, or if this exact thing doesn't exactly work out, then what the hell, what am I doing wrong, essentially? And it's the universe guiding you, because I think that there's a very particular niche for you. There's a very particular purpose for you. You guys have a big purpose. We got magical powers over here, okay, guys? You guys have, like, you're unique, baby, okay? So the universe right now is guiding you in a certain direction. I think that the wind is taking a slight shift in your life right now, and it's time to just embrace that and listen to that. And I think it'll all make sense once you get there. You just have to trust it. We have to trust it, baby, because there's a whole new thing. It is definitely time to start utilizing your talents, so don't get me wrong. It's time to still put out the work, but go with the flow of it. Okay, don't try to force it. Listen to how this is sort of guiding you and rocking the boat and where the wind is taking you. And what I mean by where the wind is taking you, because I can hear some of you guys being like, well, how do I know where the wind is taking me? Continue to do what you're doing and continue to harvest those talents and to put the work in. But listen to also unique inspiration. If something isn't working out, instead of getting frustrated about it, because when we get frustrated about it, that's when we're trying to swim upstream, and that's no bueno. Surrendering is allowing yourself to go with the flow. So if something's not exactly working out, or if you're hearing a no from this area, or whatever the case may be, take some time and just relax and allow inspiration to come to you, because it will. But inspiration does not come when you're frustrated, okay? It doesn't come when you're swimming upstream. You cannot go with the flow when you're swimming upstream. And swimming upstream is that frustration or the forcing or the trying to make it work out, okay? So there is something coming for you, but this is about surrender. Continue to do what you do, but don't force it. And then allow that inspiration to come and trust it, because it will come. And that inspiration is going to be what guides you. It kind of takes you on this journey, this pathway. And it might look a little different than what you thought, but it's taking you to the most beautiful, magical place ever. Like whatever you're trying to manifest, the universe knows the best way to get to that exact feeling. So if you're trying to manifest the greatest career on the planet, for example, this is just an example. If you're here and you're like, ooh, the greatest career is right here. And that's what you're looking at. You're looking at this beautiful rose and you're in this perspective right here. And the universe is like, well, I know you a lot. And I know that there's an even better thing right over here beyond this rose. And you're like, I try to keep going to the rose and I can't. And the wind keeps pushing me in this direction, pushing my sails in this direction. I'm trying to go right here and I can't get there. Surrender and allow that inspiration to take you in this direction. Follow that inspiration. It might look slightly different, but it's because the universe is guiding you to something that you can't currently see, but it matches you better than what you currently think matches you, okay? It is way better. So just go with the flow of it. So that's the message that's coming in right now for you guys, is just go with the flow and listen to that, okay? Also getting into our numerology, we have a 6 and we have a 7. So talking about the 6 and 7, this is harmony. This is about spiritual learning, baby. So you guys have great talent, okay? There's something that I think that you guys feel like you're meant for, and you guys see that you have, all these gifts, all these talents, and yes, it is time to utilize them, baby. The number 4 right here, the solid foundation. I'm getting a message from the universe that you are safe. The universe is carrying you in the right direction. You just need to trust it, okay? So you're being guided in the right direction, so don't worry. Don't worry about falling into the wrong direction. You are being guided in the right direction at all times, so do not worry. Everything comes in divine timing. Okay, you might feel a little bit lost right now, but it is coming. Okay, baby? So it's about trusting that. The number 4, you are safe, you are secure, baby. And then we also have the number 4 right here with the trust card. So it makes sense. You are safe, you are secure, baby. It is taking you in the right direction. Do not worry, okay? So with that being said, let's get into our tarot cards. So we have the 9 of Earth. Your abundance is absolutely on its way, baby. Your abundance is literally coming. The 9 of Pentacles talks about this great independence and success and abundance. So the success is on the horizon for you, my love. That is the big change that is on its way. You will be harvesting the abundance and the rewards of that, but you need to go with the flow and just trust it, okay? Because that is coming for you, but I think it's going to look a little different than what you currently think, okay? Then we also have Fortune's Wheel. So yes, literally, this talks about the shift. This card literally talks about the shift. You guys are going through a whole whirlwind right now because you're shifting to what is really meant for you. So things might seem chaotic right now, but it's okay. It's divine, my love, okay? So yeah, it's also interesting. I have the 9 and then 10 right here. That's super interesting. It's like closing out, opening up new cycles. We also have the Queen of Pentacles right here. So this is getting into an alignment with your abundance. If you guys have been trying to attract abundance or career success in some sort of way, that is absolutely coming, but we need to go with the flow. We need to listen to where the universe is guiding us. That is what we're talking about, my love. Let me see what else I'm getting over here. We have a lot of pentacle cards. So this is like finding our roots, okay? But it looks like there's also we still need to be guided in the right direction here before we can fully reap and harvest. But the fact we have harvest, we have the 9 of Earth and the Queen of Earth, I really think that things are going to start looking way up for you, especially in terms of finances and abundance, okay? There's a lot in store for you here. We just need to keep pushing forward and keep using those talents. There is a success line in sight. We just need to continue doing what we're doing and go with the flow. We also have the 6 of air. So yes, this one talks about that travel, literally safe travel, and then the 6 of swords. Like, baby, these tarot cards could not fit better with this reading right now. Oh my goodness. Wow, this card literally talks about being guided. The fact that we have a sailboat and a sailboat, we're being guided in a direction, baby. So travel might be in the cards for some of you guys, literally, but then also figuratively speaking. This also talks about that we're being guided in a direction and we just need to sit back and relax. It's like your spirit guides, because this card talks about spirit guides right here. The 6 of swords talks about spirit guides. So this is telling you guys, relax, sit back, don't get frustrated. If things are not working out exactly how you envision, it is because there's a new direction that you are being guided towards. You just need to surrender. And you don't need to try to figure it out. You don't need to frantically get up and try to figure it out right away. The universe is literally like, shh, be calm. You're literally in the sailboat right now, okay? Like, it's like, you know, your spirit guides can see the big picture, right? And maybe you guys were in New York, and now all of a sudden you're on a sailboat, and you're like, no, my home was New York, da 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 da. And then your spirit guides are there with you in the boat, and they're like, no, shh, shh. New York wasn't the place for you. I promise I got something way better. And they're about to take you to, like, I don't know, some like beautiful tropical island somewhere. I don't know, like whatever the case may be, right? But your spirit guides know what is best for you. And so they're literally trying to guide you, and you're like in the boat right now, and you're like, oh no, should I try to figure it out? Are we going here? Are we going there? Are you taking me to London? Are you taking me to Paris? Are you taking me to Greece? Are you taking me to Africa? Are you taking me to Madagascar? Are you taking me to Indonesia? Are you taking me to Bali, which is Indonesia? But anyway, you know, and your spirit guide's just sitting there in the boat, and they're just like, shh, you'll see when we get there. Just shh. You'll find out when we get there. You don't know what it is yet, so stop trying to guess. Stop trying to guess all these names. You don't know where I'm taking you, baby. They could be taking you to the most fantasy land of fantasy lands that you don't even know exists on this planet. They could be taking you to Secret Island where all your dreams are coming true, right? Which is exactly what's happening. So you just need to listen and go with the flow and just sit back and surrender. Stop trying to figure it all out, and stop trying to get back to the path that you think it is. Your spirit guide's like, stop causing the ruckus. We'll get there sooner if you just sit in the boat and sit still and just surrender and go with the flow and just focus on inspiration rather than scarceness or frustration. Because anytime we're like getting scared in the boat, you know, we're like kind of causing mayhem and chaos on the boat, and the boat's like swinging back and forth, and your spirit guides are like, calm down, just be chill, I'm taking you to the best spot, just trust me, just trust it, right? Okay, so the big change that's coming for you, my love, there's a new direction. I'm just going to summarize this really quick. Right now, you are supposed to be using your talents, so yes, that's good, continue that. There is a shift coming though, and this is why it's not working out in the exact maybe vision that you had, because it is bringing you to a better vision that better fits the emotion that you're trying to attain, okay? So that is the big change that's coming. There is a shift with your talents coming up. And maybe you don't know the whole photo yet, the whole picture, the whole scene, but it's better than what you think, okay? And you just need to trust that. Next card that we have is the High Priestess. Oh, this fits so well. So yeah. Also, the 6 of air, the 6 of swords is a little bit bittersweet. It's bittersweet because we're leaving behind something that we thought we wanted, but it's guiding us to something better, so it's bittersweet. You know, there's a bitterness because we're like, the thing that I thought I wanted didn't really work out. Baby, it's still working out, but it's working out in a different way, okay? It's gonna work out better. Then we also have the High Priestess. This talks about the fact that we don't know everything yet, and the fact that it cannot be revealed to you fully quite yet, but this is also about listening to your intuition, listening to those gut instincts, because that's going to be very important, okay? So big changes coming your way, baby. Listen to those gut instincts. They are going to tell you more about where you're going than anything ever could, okay? And they're going to help guide you. They're literally going to help guide you to where you need to go. Stop being frustrated. Stop trying to swim upstream. Stop trying to force it. just sit back and relax and allow the wind to just guide you. And the wind is that inspiration, those ideas that we get out of nowhere, right? Wind is those ideas. And as we relax, we can then hear the wind. Because if we're running around frantically, we're just creating more wind, and then we can't feel where the initial wind is even coming from. So just sit back and relax, and then the wind will come to you, my love. Okay? And then we also have King of Water. So the King of Water. Again, we're talking about sailing and just Neptune's coming up. It's like the magic is awakening, you guys. Literally, the magic is awakening. I feel like you guys are like getting in touch with like where you're truly meant to be. It's like your own personal fantasy world that you could make up, right? You guys are getting in alignment with that. This is about following that intuition, following those emotions. They're guiding you to the perfect place, my love. They're guiding you to the perfect place. No need to rush. No need. No, sit back. No need to rush, okay? So with that being said, let's get some more cards on here for you guys. I'm really feeling these ones. Root Girl, the disowned self. So you're being uprooted right now, and I feel like you guys know that. Okay, so the disowned self, let go of what you thought it was going to look like, baby. It's going to be slightly different. We also have a number 1 here talking about new beginnings. Then we also have the Sky Dancer. Oh, shit. Look at that, guys. What were we talking about this whole time? Let me focus on this card so you guys can just read it yourselves. Look at that. It says surrender. What is the word that I keep using in this reading, you guys? I keep using the word surrender, and it comes up in an oracle card. You cannot make this ish up. The tarot never lies, you guys. The tarot never lies. Like, look. Right there, guys. You can't make this ish up. Like, that's what we've been saying this whole time, okay? And yes, I still get this shocked about tarot cards all the time. Like, I've been doing this for like 15 years and I still get shocked. Anyway, the crossing, initiation. You guys are getting initiated into a new direction. The crossing, you guys, it's like a bridge. There's a bridge that's going to become available to you soon. This is the big change that's coming up for you guys, is like you're in a current place and you don't really know why certain things aren't working out. It's because there's a bridge that's coming to you, and all of a sudden you're going to be able to walk to a way better place, okay? So it's like the initiation process. So just sit back, surrender, relax. Then we also have winter's dream gestation period. So don't try to rush it. You are literally in the cocoon phase, the gestation period. You're in winter right now. You are not supposed to be, moving forward super fast right now. This is the time of surrendering and allowing the universe to just guide you and take you on that boat energetically to where you need to be, okay? So just go with the flow. Do the things that make you excited and happy. If something is frustrating you, that is because you need to leave that behind and stop doing that, okay? If there's something that's frustrating you, it's because that's not the way. Just let it go. Sit back, surrender, and allow divine guidance to come in. Allow your gut instincts, that intuition to take over, and then your intuition will give you all the ideas that you need if you can just find yourself if you just keep yourself in a happy, relaxed, surrendered space. And don't try to force it. Don't try to relax to find an idea. Just relax to relax, and then the idea will come, okay? So with that being said, you guys are in hibernation right now, baby, but it is that time. The end of that is coming, okay? The big change that is coming for you guys is this huge shift that is going to put you where you want to be, and it's going to be better than you thought, okay? So let's go ahead and roll these dice right here to get any last info on this reading for you guys. All right, we have Jupiter, and Jupiter is in Virgo, and it is in the 12th house. So let's talk about this. Okay, so Jupiter in the 12th, this is about expanding your mind. It is time to expand the mind. This is about focusing on relaxing. Meditation, daydreaming is huge, okay? So daydreaming, planning, Virgo, okay? So right now, in this gestation period that you guys are currently in, this is time to daydream. And just surrender to it, because find the inspiration in the daydream, and if it doesn't work out when you try to apply it here, it's because maybe there's a slightly different direction that we need to go in, or maybe we need to, expand the mind. Because right now is a time for you guys to expand your consciousness, expand your mind. As you expand your mind, as you learn more, Virgo's about learning and reading, and putting in the work as well, but not, this is about awakening the creativity in that, okay? So as you guys just become more creative and you expand your mind in that way, this is what you need to be doing right now. Because if you try to find the direction of where you're trying to go right now, if you haven't mapped out the entire map, then you don't even know what's possible for you. So right now is a time for you guys to use your imagination and start to let your mind wander and expand. And as your mind learns more and as your mind expands more, you'll finally see where you're really meant to be, rather than, maybe you only know this much right now and being like, oh, that's the best spot in this current area, I'm gonna go there. And the universe is like, no, that's not the best spot for you. Expand your mind first, and you'll see all of a sudden the ish that's over here, and you'll be like, oh, okay. So now's the time for that, okay? So those are the big changes coming towards you. Now's the time of surrender. Okay, it is your gestation period before you guys enter the result and manifestation and the magic of what you guys have been trying to manifest. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 3. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 4, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for all the big changes coming your way. So let's hop right into it. All right, my love. So let's talk about what we have over here. So pile number 4, true love, come to me. We got justice and we have energy. So let's talk about this. So first off, big changes that are coming your way. I mean, this one speaks for itself. True love, come to me. I do think that there is more opportunity for love in your future. If you guys are already in a committed relationship, this could be love in the sense of like a new great friendship that's like so amazing. Or this could be talking about, if you guys are single, it could be talking about a relationship coming your way, for example. So some big changes, that could be a huge big change that's coming to you. If you guys are not interested in love whatsoever, true love can also be a form of like finding something that you are so incredibly passionate about. But for most of you guys, I'm kind of getting that this is a relationship, and it's going to help balance out some stuff you've experienced in the past. So with justice coming up, this is almost the universe giving you what you actually truly deserve, is the message that I'm getting from this for the most part. So yeah, justice coming up. It's ruled by Libra. This is talking about relationships. We have 2 cards here that are like very relationship oriented. So justice is like, if you guys have experienced negative relationships in the past and like things that just like were not it, and they didn't give you what you deserved, and they, things like that. Justice is coming up when we finally meet someone that's like really on our level and is able to give us a balance. They're able to give us the same amount that we give to them. There's like total understanding, total balance. They're on our level. They understand us. It's mentally and physically and emotionally in balance. Okay, so I really think that you guys are attracting something right now, and the next big change for you guys is something that's in balance like this. And if you guys are already in a relationship, this could be that this gets reignited by finally having deep conversations that help you balance out things that went wrong in the past. So it's almost like righting certain wrongs, especially in your love life. This could be with a deep friendship for some of you guys. This could be new love coming your way, or it could be in a current relationship. Again, it is a general reading, so I'm pointing out for everyone's different scenarios, right? Because some of you guys are probably already in a relationship and maybe pick this pile. So here's the options for you guys if that's the case. But I feel like most of you guys who chose this pile are most likely single, and you've probably experienced some negativity in the past, some negative relationships that were highly unbalanced. And now it's finally like you finally are attracting the thing that is very balanced, very equal to you. And then also the energy card coming up. This one's like, it's like in alignment with energy, and you guys are getting in alignment with it. And guys might be able to even feel it beforehand. And also energetically, there's a balance between you two, okay? Like everything just seems to be very equal, very balanced, and it's a solid foundation. We have that number 4 right here numerologically, which talks about a really solid foundation, something where you feel really secure with this person, and their energy is even good. You don't have to question things. You don't have to look at them and be like, are you like cheating on me? Or do you have second thoughts about me? Are you like, all those like types of things that could come up. It's almost like energetically you two just understand each other. And it's like, you don't even have to ask those questions. You can feel their energy, and it's just like that energy is like so equal to me, and I just trust it, and it feels good, and things like that. There's an energetic understanding, okay? You guys can almost, there's just like an energetic connection between you two, okay? So, yes, 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 yes. Okay. With that being said, let's talk about the numerology really quick before moving on to the tarot. The number 5 right here is really unexpected stuff. I think that this whole either conversation or new person is coming into your life in a very unexpected way. It's just kind of like, really? All of a sudden, it's just like, it shifts up your whole world. I think it's a relationship that will probably take off pretty quickly because there's such a deep bond here and there's such a deep understanding and there's such equality between you two that it just kind of flows, you know? Okay, and then we also have the number 8 right here. This is, again, talks about unexpected stuff, but it's also a lot of good luck. Okay, so, woo, beautiful. So getting into the tarot cards, let's talk about it. So the first one that we have right here is the 6 of Water, which is the 6 of Cups. This talks again about the past. So again, we're equaling out the past, or for some of you guys, this could be conversations about the past so that we can equal the current moment and get equality in our future and, you know, find balance in our future. So this card could be reminiscing about the past, or it could be talking about we're finally closing out the past and all of a sudden it makes sense why it didn't work out with previous people. All of a sudden it makes sense. It's justified. We look at our past and we're like, that's justified now. The universe made it up to me. My karma's clear, you know, things like that. The next card that we have the Ace of Air, which is the Ace of Swords. So this talks about a lot of communication as well. So for some of you guys, there could be a lot of communication around this. For others of you, this could mean that we're meeting somebody through social media or online in some type of way. This could also just talk about some really deep conversations, or we get each other mentally very well. And it's like a new beginning with how we express ourselves. Look at this unicorn taking off from the clouds. I mean, like, ugh. It's so fantasy-like. I love it. This whole tarot deck is like very fantasy, and it's so great. You know, and it's almost like you guys are coming out of the clouds. There's going to be so much more clarity. And again, kind of like what I was saying with the energetic thing, it's like you don't have to question anything. It's a relationship where you're not left in the clouds. You're not left wondering. You know, and even if it is talking about your current relationship, it's like you guys are coming out of the clouds. There's clarity, there's understanding now. We're no longer feeling like we're wondering and stuck and unbalanced and we're confused and things like that. It's like the clarity is coming out. We're having those deep conversations. Also, if this is a new person that's coming into your life, if you guys are single and this is talking about that new person, this person is going to be someone who you feel very clear with. It doesn't feel like you guys have so much karma together. It doesn't feel like you guys are creating karma together. You know, it feels just like it's a flow. And you guys can see their intentions. You guys can see their heart. You guys can see, you know, that you guys are equal and that there's balance and that you guys have this mutual respect for each other and things like that, okay? Then we also have the 10 of Cups, and it is reversed on this one. So the 10 of Cups being reversed, there's almost this feeling of like, can it really be that good? It's kind of what I'm getting from that card, like the 10 of Water, the 10 of Cups. Since it's reversed, it's almost like that feeling of like, is it really that good? Really? Like, I don't know, I'm getting some sort of that kind of vibe from that card. And the next card that we have is the Page of Water. And this could also be talking about there's still a lot to build here. There's still a lot to get done, so you might not see all of this right away. Yeah, I'm also getting that message. You might not know it all right away with that 10 of Water being reversed. It might not be like, you might not see how amazing this is right off the bat, but there's a lot to discover here, and there's a lot of amazingness. And I think that you guys are already seeing that it's amazing off the bat. But I think the potential is even more than what you see on the surface. There's even more, okay? And then we also have that Page of Water. So this is like, there's emotional romance coming in. We have a lot of water cards. There's emotional romance coming in. And maybe we're not used to receiving all of that. So we're gonna have to get used to receiving, because maybe you guys are so good at giving it, but maybe you're not as used to receiving it. So it might feel a little bit awkward at first. It might feel weird to experience something that's so balanced, you know? It's like, wait, what? So it's kind of like we need to start from the beginning of it. Next card that we have the Page of Air, the Page of Swords. So this one talks about a lot of conversation cards, lots of romantic cards, lots of new beginning cards for you guys. So the whole vibe that I'm getting from this reading for you guys, of this big change, is this whole new beginning of living a life that's very in alignment and very balanced. And it's like the karma is gone, the karma is ended. And we're finally justifying why our past was the way it was and why it didn't work out with specific people or specific situations. We're finally looking back on that. We're like, oh, now I understand why that didn't work out. I thought the universe was out to get me. Like I was giving so much and never got any back, and then it just ended and blah. And now you guys are looking at your current situation, or you guys will at least be looking at your current situation like, oh, I understand. This is so much better. Like, so much better. Like, look at her liberation right here. It's like, now you guys, there's this freedom aspect when I look at these two cards. There's this freedom here. Deep understanding and freedom. And it's at the beginning stages, and it can only just go deeper, right? So then the next two cards, we have patience, and we have the 10. Ooh, baby, we got this. Okay. This makes sense. Okay, so why we have this 10 of Cups being reversed? Patience, baby. Because this 10 of Cups is going to turn into the 10 of Earth. And both of those cards are very similar to me, but one's more physical. Okay, so it's like there's so much potential here in what this is. If we just keep going with it, if we have that patience and we keep exploring it and going deeper into it and just knowing what we deserve and keeping that in our minds and being open to receiving that beautiful love that's coming your way, baby, it is going to turn into more than you could ever dream. The 10 of Earth is when we have everything. And I mean everything. When it comes to our love, our romance, our career, our material, emotional, physical, spiritual world is in so much alignment and abundance, okay? That is what is literally coming for you guys right now. That is what is manifesting. Just be patient, my love. Be patient with it. Go with the flow of it. Enjoy it. Look, we have the 5 and the 5. This is going to be things that come up very unexpectedly. Things that are just like, yeah, they come out of nowhere, and we're like, whoa, wait, what? This is what's happening right now, okay. You know, and then we kind of got to go with the flow of it, and trust me, you don't even know how good this is. Just keep the patience, and as it unfolds, as you keep turning chapter and chapter, it's like every chapter just keeps getting better. It's almost like as you're in the midst of the next chapter, you're looking at that chapter like, this is the best chapter ever, this is so good. And then the book is just like, ha. And then you turn to the next chapter and you're like, oh shit, it's even better. Like, that's the vibes we getting from this reading, you guys. My goodness, like pile 4, okay. All right, so let's shuffle these. Let's try to get some more cards going on right now. There's gonna be a lot of abundance for you guys. We have the card Mindful Groupthink. Okay, this is just looks, what I'm getting from this card is like, look at all the color, okay? We also have the number 4 again, and the 4, which talks about a good foundation, lots of a sense of security, sense that we don't have to like panic or wonder or constantly question, right? Mindful. Your mind is going to be full of abundance. Look at this abundance. Look at this color in this card. Well, I'm just like spinning it around. Okay, so look, it's just, guys, like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's like rainbows. It's literally like you have everything, and look at all the different options. Like all of these areas of this card are all so different, but they come to one and make this complete whole picture, which is like what the 10 of Earth talks about. Okay? It's like you have all facets of your life are going to feel very fulfilling and be very fulfilling. Okay? We also have straddling worlds. Straddling. Shit. So yeah, wandering between realms. Yes. It's like you guys have different areas of your life that you could visit that are all going to be very abundant. It's like career is abundant, love is abundant. You're straddling between worlds. It's like this whole like fantasy sort of like, at least I'm picturing it and interpreting it as this whole like fantasy thing where you guys can explore, you guys can go to this area of your world, this area of your world, and all offer something different, but together as a group, it's like this ultimate fulfillment. So it just looks like things in your life, baby, are going to all start balancing out. It's like all the different aspects. We also have woodwives, adaptability. Get used to it, baby. I feel like the tarot's joking right now, and the joke in this card is, get used to it, baby, because your life's gonna be real good. So get used to it. Get used to experiencing good things. You deserve it, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our Astro dice. We're going to roll them to get any last info on this reading. I'm not getting any sort of like specific things about timing, I think because it's a general reading and it's gonna be very different for each of you that are listening to this pile, but that is what's coming, baby, so get used to it. All right, so let's see what else we get going on over here. So we have Saturn in Aquarius in the 7th house. Okay, baby. Okay. This could be deep commitment with 7th house stuff. Yeah, because 7th house is like partnerships and things like that. And we did have this like true love come to me. Saturn can talk about marriage, commitments, deeper commitments at least. Aquarius is something where it's like, that is a bit more of like, this card's sticking out to me like the groupthink with Aquarius in it. This could be something where I'm just getting the message that everything just fits and flows, and your quirks, your differences, the things that are like so different about you, you're going to find in this other person. And it's going to be there's going to be a lot of understanding here. It's like you two are like the same person. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting like soulmate vibes for you guys who are listening to this pile right now. That is what we get in over here. Saturn does come along with challenges, though, I want to say. Saturn does come along with some challenges, but it's okay because, I mean, everything looks really good. And Saturn also brings us challenges that challenge us to realize very important lessons. So that's fine. It'll all be good. I also want to pull another card for this right now. I don't know why I'm feeling like shuffling these ones right now for you guys. We'll see. I haven't shuffled these ones in this reading, this whole video so far, but for you guys, I don't know why, I'm just feeling it. We're gonna go with it. We ain't gonna question it. Let's see. Paradise. Of course. Look at that. This is leading you towards your paradise. So I think that what Saturn is talking about is your previous challenges that you had to go through. Life has taken you in all sorts of different directions, but it's leading you towards where you're really meant to be. And then we have paradise coming up. So happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Baby, your paradise is coming. Okay, all right. So there we go, pile number 4. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 5, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading all about some big changes heading your way. So let's hop right into it. All right, so pile number 5, we have sensuality, strength, and organization. First off the bat, we got these pink and blue cards. I'm getting some major divine masculine, divine feminine vibes. I think that you guys are getting in alignment with your divine masculine, your divine feminine. Whether you guys are a female or a male, doesn't matter. Both apply to both sexes or orientations or whatever. So yes, let's talk about this. I think that one of the major things happening in your guys' life right now is you're allowing more fun into your life. That sensuality card is just like reminding me of like ultimate fun and enjoyment. And then we have this strength and organization. So it's like, I think that you guys are stepping into more confidence than you've ever had in your life thus far. And it's coming out in a very fun way. It's not coming out in like an egotistical, stuck up sort of way. Because sometimes confidence can like take that sort of like route, which is actually not necessarily confidence at all. But this confidence that you guys are attaining is this like really fun, lighthearted confidence where it's just like there's this enjoyment about life and it's like your life becomes very fun. Okay, so I'm seeing this strength card as this like ultimate confidence. Then we also have this organization card right here. So I think that whatever you guys are doing, it's like you guys are getting like a new inspiration about life where I think you guys are trying to make it more fun and implement more exciting times. It's like, I think that you guys are looking at life and you're like, I don't want to take it so seriously anymore. And that's when you marry the divine masculine with the divine feminine, because the feminine is all about nurturing and relaxing and things like that. And then you get to the divine masculine, it's all about movement, action, conquer, da 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 da. And when we have too much of one of those, there's no balance. And if you have too much of action and conquer, life becomes very serious. Life becomes usually pretty challenging and difficult. And if you have too much divine feminine, that's when you end up relaxing too much to the point of like, we might be lethargic or we might be, too nurturing and then we don't get anything done, things like that. You know, both of them have their imbalances, right? If we're too far into one of those. But when you have divine masculine, divine feminine, this is when you create worlds, right? So to talk about this, when you marry both of these, you have action and nurture, you have movement and nurture. And when we have movement and nurture, divine masculine, feminine, it's like the egg and the seed, right? You put both of those together. That is when you birth out a whole new world, a whole new consciousness. That is when you can create. That is when the highest creativity takes place. You can still create in either of these, but it's a little bit more challenging until you marry them both. So what I see that you guys are going through right now is this marrying of your enjoyment of life with your action of life. Taking action from this joyful, relaxed, not so serious way. And as you do that, all of a sudden you'll realize that life becomes so much more fun, my baby. So biggest change coming your way is this mental state of this confidence, but relaxation, but fun, enjoyment of taking action in life. Like, it's very interesting. I hope this is making sense so far, and I hope I'm explaining this right. It's just, I'm trying to capture this energy that I feel for you guys. And this energy is one that of like such balance and so much fun, and it's just very nice, okay? So let's get further into this for you guys. So let's talk about the numerology. We have a number 3 right here, which is celebration. So there's gonna be something to celebrate in the near future for you guys. We also have the number 7. This is higher spiritual learning. So I think one of the biggest things that you guys are learning is how to have more fun and take life less seriously and step up into that confident self while still being able to have fun with life. Then we also have the number 6, which talks about harmony and balance. So organizing your life a bit better. Instead of like, ooh, I have to take 5 days out of the week super seriously and not have fun, and then I'll have a lot of fun on the weekends. That's not balance, okay? That's not balance. Let's refine our balance. Let's redefine balance, okay, guys? So with that being said, let's move on to our tarot. So the 6 of fire, the 6 of wands, there's going to be something definitely to celebrate. You guys, we have that number 3, and we also have the 6 of fire. There's going to be something that you're very proud of that's worth celebrating, okay? That is what we're getting right off the bat. So this could talk about some sort of major success that you guys are going to have in your career or something of the sort. But I do see this major success coming in and maybe starting this new thing, and it's going to bring in a lot of success and recognition, because the 6 of fire is also about recognition, when people are recognizing our talents and what we've done and what we've created. Okay, so there's recognition here. The next card that we have is the Emperor. Ooh, baby, what are you building? Look at, we got that strength and the Emperor. That's the divine masculine right here with the Emperor. So, wow, okay. Divine masculine wanted to come up, so there we have it. There we go. You guys, I think, are starting a journey. You're embarking on a journey that's going to end up being very successful. I think I'm hearing that some of you guys are starting a business, because organization plus Emperor right here. Some of you guys might be starting a business. And it could be your first business that you started or something along the lines of that. But there's a potential here for a lot of success and recognition. 6 of fire and the Emperor, there's a lot to celebrate here. And there's so much potential in this, okay? The next card that we have the 2 of earth. This is the 2 of pentacles. Maybe you guys are still balancing out an old job with this new job. Maybe you guys are opening up a second company, you know, something like that. This is all about finding balance between that, though. I think that you guys are going to be very busy over the next few months. So one of the biggest changes coming your way, a lot of busyness, okay? But this is also about, we're having to reorganize ourselves. We're having to reorganize our schedule to fit in this new thing that we're creating. Okay, it's going to take some patience. It's going to take some power, some strength, some willpower on your part to put in this extra time. But this is about taking life less seriously and having more fun with it as well, right? Next card is 8 of wands, the 8 of fire. So this one's great, actually. This card coming up, so good. Icing, cherry on top. So the 8 of fire, this is when a lot of things are moving forward for us in a very great way. It's like things are happening quickly. So again, I do think it's going to be very busy for you guys, because especially with 2 of pentacles plus the 8 of wands, like this talks about busyness and this talks about things moving really quickly. So this is about to really take off, and it's about to move very quickly, and it's going to require a lot of action on your part and enjoyment and balance and reorganization of your life. Okay, so wow, lots happening. Next card that we have the 3 of pentacles. Okay, this could be in collaboration with other people, or you might be working with other people with this. So there could be some sort of communication that you guys have to have between other people for opening this up, or maybe you're hiring other people right now. This is very nice. Very nice. Great job, pile fives. Look at you guys. Woo! Okay, so yeah, the Three of Earth, I definitely see you guys either hiring people or working in collaboration with other people. Other people are definitely involved in it though. Very interesting. Guys, this next card is literally the Empress. Before we even started this reading, when we started with our oracle cards, I got major divine masculine, divine feminine vibes because of the blue and the pink. And look at what we have in these cards right now. We have divine masculine and divine feminine. Like, what? Just so you guys know, I do not plan what cards come up in these readings at all. I am just like blown away how well the oracle and the tarot always fit together. It is wild. Look at this wheat. She's ready to harvest it. We got divine masculine, divine feminine. This is about having fun with your life and also really putting in the work. It's going to be very busy for you guys, but at the same time, it's like, again, the balance. This card is about balance. We're balancing divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Crazy. This literally is just like blowing me away right now. Then we also have the Eight of Water, the Eight of Cups. So this is about leaving something behind. So I do think that you're ending something, my love. So pile five. I think that you're ending an old career and you're opening up a new one. You're opening up an entirely new door. Okay? So you're leaving behind something that you built up, something that you used to do, and you're completely entering something brand new. And this talks about birthing. Empress talks about bringing a new world to life, a new idea to life, revealing the curtain. So there's going to be something that I think that you guys are ready to show to the public, to release into the wild. It could be a business. I'm really feeling like it's a business for most of you guys. Something that you've been working on really hard, okay? Let's add on some more cards for you guys. So pile five. Let's see what else we got going on for you guys. And by the way, this has the potential to be very successful, whatever you guys are beginning. We have Garden of Venus, Venus, divine feminine, rest and renewal. So this is finding balance between the divine masculine, divine feminine. We also have Horseman, herald of change. So yes, you guys are moving into a lot of abundant change right now. A lot of it. We also have a lot of threes coming up. So there's definitely going to be something to celebrate, you guys. Huge celebrations coming up. Things that you're really excited about. And then we also have that Three of Earth. Yep. Celebrations. There could be a big event happening in your guys' life in the near future that's going to be a celebration. So this could be, for example, like weddings, babies, like, you know, things that people celebrate. Could be a birthday, but I feel like it's a bigger celebration than that. I feel like this is something, could be the opening of a business, for example, right? Celebration. We also have jeweled web connectivity. Jewel, the word jeweled is really sticking out to me there. The jewels talk about abundance. They also talk about us infusing our energy into something, us going through a lot of pressure because you guys are really busy, right? So if you guys are going to be really busy over the next little bit, it's like all of that pressure from all of those things that you need to get done are hardening you, because anytime you put pressure on a lot of minerals or a lot of any substance, it'll crystallize into a beautiful jewel. So it's like you guys are going through that moment right now. So this is going to have a lot of abundance and a lot of potential as long as you can handle the heat of all the pressure of beginning this, because it is going to be very busy, it looks like. Okay, so that's looking a fantastic, pile number five. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our Astro Dice to get any last info on this reading. All right, so we have Pluto in Gemini in the 6th house. Pluto is endings and beginnings. In Gemini, we're between worlds. We're balancing out two different things. So again, it's talking about balancing something out. So I think that you're transitioning from one thing that you used to do to a new thing, or you're balancing out two different things at once. It's almost like you're living a dual life, but it's the endings and beginnings of that. The 6th house talks about that rescheduling, the organization of your life. So we're ending an old way of living. We're ending an old schedule, an old routine that we used to have. There's going to be a whole brand new routine coming up in your life, and it's going to be a pretty dang big change for you guys. And it's like balancing out two whole different things for you guys. So there's going to be two different things that you think you guys are filling your time with and that you guys are doing. And endings and beginnings right here. Endings and beginnings, baby. Whew. So my love, pile number 5, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.